as we have in fact been bringing you stories about the resident doctors' strike in Karnataka. Now remember, that is of course the doctors over there are protesting about how they have not been given their COVID allowance, and also that the academic fee over there had in fact, they had demanded that it should be reduced, but that had not been done. But there's also of course the larger nationwide resident doctors' strike over NEET-PG counselling being delayed. And that is something that doctors have been saying has impacted them also because of the fact that this has reduced the number of doctors who could be introduced into the system. Because of the delay in counselling, the additional burden is going on the existing doctors because new doctors are not coming in. So there's a nationwide strike that has been going on for the past 1 week. And the doctors are in fact saying that they need this help because they're already overburdened and underpaid. Joining me on this story is my colleague Mugilan from Chennai. Mugilan, we have seen that this is a nationwide strike. Resident doctors across the country have in fact boycotted OPD services because of this issue. And once again, we can see that COVID warriors, the ones who were at the forefront of this COVID fight, especially amid the deadly second wave, have now been sidelined.
Definitely, yes, we have seen in several instances where doctors were not treated properly. And once again, in the NEET-PG counselling issue also, now we are seeing doctors have come to the streets. They are protesting for last two days. And we have seen yesterday also the doctors at Stanley Hospital here withdrawn from the OPD services and staged protests. And today also they have decided to continue their strike. Today also they have withdrawn the OPD services, and along with the OPD services, today what we are hearing from the resident doctors is that they have withdrawn services from the wards also, is what we are hearing. So all the non-emergency and OPD services are hit at the hospital, and the services will resume only after 12 or 1 p.m. is what we are hearing from the doctors, and they say that they will continue to stage the protest until there is a positive outcome from the union government. And they also say that they have sought support from other associations also. So once they also start pitching in, they say that their strength will grow up, but until the union government extends their support, they will comes an arrival or conduct the NEET-PG counselling, their protest will continue, is what we are hearing. And as you rightly said, these are the doctors who worked throughout the clock during the COVID wave, and that's what we could hear from them also. There is no respite for them. They say that they are working more than 18 hours every single day, and they cannot continue with this work schedule, is what we could hear from the doctors also. So they say that there should be an immediate intervention from the union government, and only then they will be withdrawing their protest of withdrawing services from OPD services.
Right, Mugilan, in fact, can you go across to some of these doctors? Let's listen it directly from them. What are some of their grievances? What are the kind of response they get from authorities? I mean, it's quite shocking that after being hailed as COVID warriors, COVID heroes, this is the treatment they get. So what exactly are they saying, if you could just ask them?
Definitely, yes. Yesterday we spoke with several doctors here who are staging protests. They were explaining as their grievances, and we are joined by few more doctors here today also. Doctor, yesterday we have seen you protesting, and you were putting out your demands, and you had decided to go ahead with the protest. Can you tell us your demand to the union government?
To start, the counselling process of NEET-PG 2021 is our demand, and we are continuing our strike until the announcement of regarding counselling comes. And the for the association all over India, they have announced this strike in view of conducting NEET-PG Counselling 2021, and we are waiting for their further announcement regarding this. Until we get announcement from higher officials and the FORDA association all over India, we are going to continue our strikes.
Doctor, how this has affected you, doctor? Because they have the NEET-PG counselling have not happened in last 1 year. How this has affected you?
Yes, nearly 1/3 of the doctors are not inside the medical college, not entered. Nearly, this is December 2021. The 2021 batch PG doctors have not even entered medical colleges, and this makes that in the due time we had a second wave of COVID, and as well as we have vaccination camps, as well as flood and outbreaks during floods like dengue outbreaks. Also now we have flood relief camps, as well as dengue duties have also been. This all makes us extra burden, and already 1/3 of doctors are not here, and actually that work has also been burdened among ourselves, and we are doing that extra work, as well as physical stress as well as mental stress have been increased. And also, as you know, nearly 1,200 and above doctors have been died because of this COVID. We have lost this much of doctors, and as well as the mental stress of the doctors have also been increased. We have been losing a lot of young doctors because of depression, and suicides have also been increased in the recent days, and also be accounted, and the counseling process should be conducted as soon as possible to decrease the burden of students here. And dangerous situation have been coming now, as that now this is December 2021, and great danger that this academic year of 2021 batch shall become zero academic year, and this can be a very dangerous situation for us, and urgently union government and state government should make a decision, and should give pressure to conduct this NEET-PG 2021 counselling as soon as possible.
Doctor, you spoke about zero academic year. How this going to affect the doctors who are waiting for the counseling? Because as you said, it's almost a year they have not entered into academics. How this will affect their academics?
Nearly 1.75 lakhs doctors have been written on this exam, and they have been waiting for this counselling. And now they are waiting for this counselling, and they are not even able to do their the job which they cannot go for the jobs. They cannot start clinics. Everything is stuck up with this counselling, and they have been suffering a lot. And they too have a stand that they don't know when the counselling will start, and they are in an unstable state, and they are also in a very depressed state, and their wish is also to conduct the counselling as soon as possible, and this will be the solution for them also.
Doctor, yesterday only the OPD services were affected. You have withdrawn from the service till 12 p.m. and you have intensified the protest today. You have said that you have withdrawn services from the OPD wards also. How that is affecting the patients, though?
Every emergency services have been the postgraduates posted in emergency services are there. Only non-emergency services we have withdrawn, and the emergency services have not been affected.
So that is what we could hear from the doctors directly who are protesting. They say that their academics is completely affected. The doctors who are waiting for the counselling to start, their academics have been completely affected, and they have overburdened with the work is what we could hear from the doctors here. So they demand that the union government should immediately come forward and start the NEET-PG counselling.
Gilan there, thank you so much. We heard it from the doctors there, the COVID warriors who feel ignored and sidelined now as their basic demands are being ignored.